everybody. Welcome to another T-ster Talk conversation. This time, it has really hit the fan, folks. Yes, we got to talk about Good Morning America's T.J. Holmes and Amy Robach. I tell you, look, folks, it is what it is, okay? So what happened is these two people were obviously hosts of Good Morning America. They work together every day, obviously, and they were just caught up in a scandal of an affair. Now, each one of them are married, okay? One's a black man, one's a white woman, okay? They respectfully have come together and said they have had an affair for a little while. They've been friends since, I believe, 2010, and, you know, one thing leads to another. They have openly come out and admitted that that's what's been going on. My problem with all of this is obviously you shouldn't be messing around if you're married, right? We know that, but we know what happens. So my point is into all this is reports came out that all of a sudden he was replaced on Good Morning America. Based on what? How come she didn't get replaced? He got replaced the next day when all this came out. And it's like, here we go again. The man has to suffer when two people have jointly admitted that they had this affair. Now, I don't know what's going to happen to her, Amy, out of this because, you know, she just happened to be on the next segment, but then we don't know going forward. She may be suspended. They may just be trying to, you know, let this settle down. We don't know if they're going to, you know, replace them both. We don't know anything. So this is all just hearsay at this point. But I just wanted to point out what a coincidence they're removing the man, the black man, out of there first, and then we're going to go look at everything else second. You know, an affair is an affair. It doesn't matter what color you are, it's wrong. And we all know it. You take your vows, you take them seriously, and you're supposed to obey God's laws. Now, we're human. We make mistakes. No one's sitting here coming down on anybody because I'm not perfect, and neither are you. So if you're listening to this, this is not a blame game and say, oh, blah, blah, blah. I'm just wondering why all of a sudden did he get replaced and she didn't. And so it just makes me think that there's obviously some injustice still there. They both admitted wrong. When you both admit it wrong, we don't seem to come down on the women. We just seem to come down on men, and then we'll settle everything else later. Why? Because we think that if we do too much saying it to the women, that their feminists will come out and say this and that, and that's uneasy for men at times when they're trying to actually be honest about it. A lot of times you just really can't. You just have to say it for what it is. So it's a mess, right? And this is not the first time, right? We know that this happens all over the place in every company, right? But we know that ABC is owned by Disney, and Disney's not having that. Even though Disney had problems for years, and even in their own departments and stuff, the companies that they own, you know, the Marvels and ESPN and etc. It's just a mess, right? And it's just everybody's been doing it. People at ESPN been doing it for years, so this ain't nothing new. I mean, you think about it. You're working with somebody generally 8 to 10, 14 hours a day. You're not even with your family. You're going to be spending more time with an individual or individuals, and you have to sit there and separate all that. You know, relationships are based on time spent. And it's a shame that we spend the majority of our day at work. We come home, we try to do the best we can with our spouse or our significant others, our partners, but sometimes you just don't have the energy, and then you're just not giving the same person the same quality that you gave somebody at work because you're getting paid. It's a different platform. But during that platform, we all know things can happen. Feelings can change, and, oh, I'll just try it this time, and maybe I'll see how this person is. And then you get these relationships that are side that are not healthy, but they're relieving points. So we know that, you know, sometimes these things just are going to happen by you having all that quality time together. And it's not the right thing to do. You know, what do you do about it, right? There's just so many scenarios. You see this person dressed up, they smelling good, they looking good. you're trying to turn the other cheek, but sometimes there's another cheek right there to look at, and let's be real, you got to look at it. So it's hard to see these things happen over and over, but it's not going to stop. So I just wanted your opinion, what you think about what's going on there. How would you have handled it, right? I mean, it's just messy. So anyway, hit that like button. Please subscribe to my channel, and as always, give me a comment. You know, it's not going to stop, folks. It is what it is, right? And they have a lot to sort out. You take care.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.